All right. 3, 2, 1, and we're live. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on another episode of Jesus, your host, George Morrow. All right, gentlemen. Today's a crazy day. It's a crazy week. All right. As we all know, the stock market is down. Crypto is down. All right. Everything is falling down. All right. I woke up today. I thought I was going to be in a great mood. All right. I thought I was going to be in the most spectacular mood. And then I was starting to feel very depressed. I was starting to feel like, and damn, the money's going down. I'm watching my investments just sink. I have my strategy, but it's sinking. Businesses are starting to slow down. Many different things are starting to just come to a screeching halt. People are not trying to spend as much money, which creates slower cash flow. And I started to really doubt myself. Silly me, I started to really blame myself. I was like, am I not working hard enough? Am I just shitty? What am I doing wrong? Right? Am I going to be broke in the next 3 years with this whole stock market just like crashing? And then I thought to myself, what is work ethic? What creates good work ethic? All right. Because a lot of guys don't have great work ethic. And there are some guys that have amazing work ethic. And we're all a little confused about what work ethic is exactly. All right. Obviously, a lot of alpha males would be like, work ethic is basically going out, getting that bag, grinding, alpha male grind set mentality. I get that. I agree with that. And let's start by defining what work ethic is. All right. Because I personally feel like I have a great work ethic. All right. But it's important for us to define the word so that we know what we're looking for. Okay. I brought it up right here. All right, work ethic. The principle that hard work is intrinsically virtuous or worthy of reward. So basically, you put effort into something and you get it back. Yeah, obviously, George, show over. Obviously, but no. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how I wake up every morning and how you can apply my work ethic to your life. Because my work ethic works for everybody. And you might be thinking, that's some bullshit. That's some straight up bullshit, George. And that's great. It's great that you're thinking that way, all right? Remain skeptical when somebody says they have all the answers. But I do. I've got all the answers for you. All right. Now, when I woke up this morning, like I said, I was feeling like shit. So the first thing I saw was the stock market, and I saw everything going down. I saw people selling out. I heard these rumors, or not even these rumors, just people talking about recession, inflation's going up, gas prices are up. Companies may start laying people off, so people are worried. So people are trying to prepare by selling and just holding cash. And I agree. I think it's okay to hold some cash, but I don't think it's okay to sell and be scared and panic like a little bitch. All right? It's not okay to do that. That's why I didn't do that. Now I thought to myself, how can I make things better? How can I improve my work ethic? Because when I posted my podcast this week, my girlfriend and I were talking about what creates a low value women? Like why can't women find relationships? And it's because a lot of them want to just depend on a man and they don't want to do anything. All right. And I got a lot of feedback on TikTok from guys saying, George, this is the wrong way to look at things. She's a dub. Dump her. A bunch of shit. And I'm like, why? And the only reason I can think to myself is that a lot of men don't understand what good work ethic is and don't understand that their women need to have good work ethic as well. All right? They do. They can't just be sitting around doing nothing. And especially you. You cannot be sitting around doing nothing. You cannot be sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. And when I'm talking about you, I'm really pointing the finger at myself. All right? Because the more I think about why, the more I blame myself and the more I blame myself without taking action, I'm really just hurting myself because I'm wasting my most valuable asset, which is time, which is okay. It's not okay. Sorry. It's not okay to waste your time. It's okay to feel sorry for yourself. It's okay to learn from your mistakes. All right. Now, when I wake up in the morning, like I said, the first thing I paid attention to was the market falling. Then I started to have these bad thoughts, these bad ideas in my head. Then I realized that all the time I was spending was just shitting on myself, and I wasn't creating a plan to better myself. And then it sort of slowly manifests itself into me not doing anything, not creating any money, not creating any value. What am I doing? I'm just blaming myself. I'm not doing anything. Just like I said, it's not okay. It's not okay. So if you want to have a great work ethic, you need to start paying attention to things. You need to start looking and wondering, becoming curious. Okay, the stock market's crashing. Why is it crashing? People are throwing words like recession, inflation around, all right? What is a recession? A recession is when the gross domestic product, the GDP, goes negative 2 times within the year, all right? We've already hit the first negative 1.5. And the next time we will know is in July, I believe July 28th or July 29th. All right. Now, why are things going down? Because of supply shortages, businesses not making enough, people overspending, people taking out too much credit. It doesn't matter. But what can you do in your life right now? What can I do? All right. Because focusing on all those things, it's great to have that research and understand those things. But I cannot get scared. I need to create a plan. So if I'm paying attention to these things, I need to start coming up with ideas so that I can plan out and I can schedule the actions that I'm going to be taking forward. Okay? So I thought to myself, crypto's going down. If you're not a new investor, then this is probably your greatest opportunity to start jumping in the market. All right? Start creating a little bit of dollar cost averaging down. What is dollar cost averaging down, George? Let me explain it to you. Basically, create a budget. Save up $100 a week. All right? How do you create this budget? Start cutting things out of your life. Netflix. Do you really need Netflix? If you don't, cut that shit out. Do you need Hulu and Netflix subscription? No, cut that shit out. All right? There you go. It's $30 right there. Do you need to eat filet mignon the way I do? That's $40. No, get some chicken. Boom. $35 saved. Okay? Start slowly cutting out things that you don't absolutely need. All right? Do you need that car wash? Probably not. Go hand wash it yourself. All right? If you're not going to create any value towards anywhere else, if you're not going to start like a business and start working on that business. And I will help business owners as well too. All right? With this work ethic, with the same mentality. All right? You look at your business. Don't start cutting employees. But guess what? A lot of businesses may start going bankrupt. Welcome to the bear market, investors. This is my first bear market. I believe I'm preparing for the worst. That's what I'm doing. I'm preparing for the worst, and I'm not panicking. I'm adjusting my frame. I'm adjusting, and I'm planning for what's to come ahead. So I understand that businesses are going to be struggling. So that means that you need to become a better competitor. You need to start putting in a little more effort. All right? Look at your skills. Look at things that you're good at. Look at things that make you valuable. Because if people start getting laid off and you start to lose your job, they're going to start looking at, oh, hey, who's got the best skills in this office? Who is an asset? Who brings more money in than we pay out to them? All right? Make yourself invaluable. That's the skill. keep working on those skills. All right. So when you wake up, what's a good work ethic? When you wake up and you start paying attention to things, you start to have ideas in your head. And you have to think about, how can I start implementing these ideas in my real life? A lot of people like to read books, but guess what? Reading an entire book in a day is not going to help your life. Reading the chapter, thinking about that chapter, really deconstructing it. All right, deconstructing means to pick it apart and then find ways to apply that to your life today. There's always a message in any book that you read, in any video that you watch. There's always an underlying message behind it. I know because I create videos. The videos that are good have great messages that people can resonate with and relate to. And the best videos are the ones that you can apply to your life. All right. Well, any message that you see, you have to take it upon yourself to deconstruct it in your head and apply it to your life. And that's how you gain a skill set. All right. And you become consistent at it. You become better and better and better. Okay. How do I do that? I edit videos. I edit videos for other people. So that's how I increase my skill set. That's how I increase my value in a market where people don't want to spend money. It's going to naturally make me more competitive. And I'm going to crush the people that don't know how to tell a story in a video. Right? Remember, you always want a person with a good work ethic doesn't just think about money and what they're going to get. They think about what they can give to others. Okay? For my podcast, for example, how do I convince somebody to come on my podcast? Because one, I've built a following base, right? Through the messages that I put out there. I'm consistent at it. And I understand that other influencers that want to grow, they all need a helping hand. They all want to understand what you're doing. So I bring them in and I explain to them, hey, I will make videos about whatever it is that you do, and I will interview you on it, and we'll have a great conversation, and I'll clip it, and I'll try to make it go viral from what you're saying. So it's not a lot of pressure. I'm doing all the work. You just have to show up for an hour. How are they going to say no? Right? And also, I'm flexible. I work with them. I understand what they need before I think about what I need. Okay? Businesses that are struggling need to focus on becoming faster. If you have a product you're selling, look at Amazon. Look at how fast they are. It's easy. It's quick. It's streamlined. So if your business is struggling, what do you need to do? You need to look for new clients, hire marketers, but understand what they are doing. Understand the process they need to take. Or you come up with your own tactic and hire somebody to do that as well. All right? But you need new clients. And then what do clients love? What do I love as a consumer? What do I love as a customer? I love speed. I love speed. I love things that I appreciate my time so much, so I love it when things get done quickly. Quickly. Okay? These are the things that create a great work ethic. All right? Every single day that you're alive, it's another opportunity to do something more. All right? To do something better. So don't struggle. Don't be stressed. Don't get yourself into this state of paralysis and just analyzing things and reading things and not putting any of these things to work. Because that's what I do sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. I do that sometimes. I realize these things in myself and I try to put it out there so that you can learn from my mistakes. And I learn from my mistakes. That's why on the Jesus Show, you will be seeing me post 3 times a week. On a TikTok page, you see me post about 6 to 7 times a week. On the Instagram, I do the same thing. I'm getting my content out there, and I see my subscriber base growing because I'm putting in more effort and I'm consistent at it. I make the time. A very important thing for you is not that you don't have the time. It's not that you don't have the ambition. It's not that you don't have the effort. It's that you lack deadlines. You lack deadlines, bro. What do I mean by you're lacking deadlines? It means that when you pay attention to something, when you come up with the idea, you're not scheduling a deadline. You have to give yourself a certain amount of time to do things. So if you say, hey, today I learned this. Okay, so for example, today I created this video. It needs to be up by 5 o'clock today. I've created a deadline for myself. Now I have to actively start getting it up and posting it ASAP. The market crashed, right? I'm not crazy. The market did crash. Today it crashed. Let's see. Let's go see how much it's crashed. Hold up. Let's look at Bitcoin, for example. I love Bitcoin. How could you not love Bitcoin? Look, it's at $22,000. It was at 20. Look, last week it was at what? At 31,000. It's at 22,000 right now. It's at 22,000. Yeah. And I'm getting this video out tomorrow, ASAP, as fast as I can. Because I got a good work ethic. Because I'm going to be consistent with it. And that's what you can take from this. All right? You can also have a better work ethic. Women appreciate men with great work ethic. And us men, we appreciate women with great work ethic. All right? At least the men with good work ethic appreciate the women with good work ethic as well, right? Because you attract the things that you do in your life. All right, let's watch this video about my girl talking about dependent women. There's a lot of women in America who want to be in a relationship. What do you see that they are lacking?
A lot of women, I think, want to be dependent on a man. And that is the problem.
Dependent how? Like financially?
Yes, financially. They just want to be like, oh, I look pretty, so you go make money and buy me stuff. You know what I mean? And that's what they get. They get men who treat them like shit, but give them money. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like men cannot respect a woman who is not growing mentally, like educating herself every day, creating something every day. The woman who doesn't have any goals besides being in the house and getting her nails done.
There's a lot of women. Yo, listen, obviously I'm going to agree with it. So it's cringe if I'm going to sit here and agree with myself. Somebody said, hot take, if you're dating a girl simply for looks, don't get upset when all she wants is your money. She could not be more wrong. Let's see what this guy says. Bro, fact, she has no idea what she's talking about. They are lacking femininity. I get the finish you talking about herself. Why is the assumption that provides treat their women like shit? Yet older men want to say they want younger women who doesn't make her own money so she can be submissive. Such bullshit nowadays. Women claim strong and independent. Plus, they say they don't need a man. See, yo, I don't even see. And this last guy said she's going to be alone for the rest of her life with that way of thinking. How are people saying that? I don't understand. And the reason why this whole topic came up is because I don't understand why men think this way. I think that the men who say these things don't understand what a good work ethic is. And maybe they're just sitting around on the couch not doing as much, or they just feel like life or time is slipping away from them. But it is definitely slipping away from you. But what are you doing about it? How can you improve your business? How can you improve yourself? It's not all about money. I accept that. I understand that. But when we put our real value and our skills to test, all right, when we put our value to the world and we give somebody something, a service or a product, we're going to get compensated with money. It doesn't have to be money, but we're going to get rewarded. And that's what creates value. That's what creates something that's truly valuable. So, when it comes to investing, like I said, if you're a newbie, it's a great time for you to start dollar cost averaging down. Look into SP 500, look into crypto, look into whatever you want. It's a great time, especially if you budget. Now, for my 9-to-5 workers, again, it's a great time to build up your skills. It's a great time. I believe that if you're working on 9-to-5, don't live paycheck to paycheck. Clearly don't do that. It's the worst way. especially when you're hitting a bear market and things are becoming increasingly more expensive. What you can do today is you can start cutting things back. All right. You can start finding new insurances. You can start cutting back on groceries. You can start cutting back on subscriptions that you have. All right. Take that money and slowly put it into the stock market. All right. Because us men, we like to build things. All right. That's just in our nature. We like to start fires. We like to create things, and we like to build them. We like to put them together. We like to take them apart, but we like to share. Okay. So when we get compensated for something and we put it into the market, we're looking into businesses that we believe are going to grow. All right. And a lot of businesses may be undervalued right now. So if you're a new investor, it's a great time to begin. Now, if you're an investor like me who's relatively new, who started, frankly, less than 3 years ago, welcome to your first bear market. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We don't know. We don't know if it's going to be a bear market, but if it's not, it's a great time to prepare. It's a great time to do the same as your 9-to-5 worker. Dollar cost average down. Start budgeting. Start saving. Start making some sacrifices. And then put more effort towards things that you care about. Things that you want to do. All right? Become curious. Really become curious. Become ambitious towards whatever it is and start failing at it. Okay? Why do we put our money into the stock market? Why? It's just another savings fund. Yeah, it is. You don't put money in there to take it out every weekend to go spend it. You don't do that. That's not the point. You're paying taxes. It's pointless. What you do is you create a 5-year plan. You create a 3-year plan, whatever it is. Keep investing slowly. When you see that money grow, you take it out and you can start a business with it because you've built the skill towards that business. You see, it's a plan. Work ethic is all the same thing. It's attention, becoming curious about it, asking questions, all right, formulating plans around it, creating deadlines, and then taking action, bro. Taking action. Okay? And then being consistent. Being consistent. Start it slowly. Start 30 minutes a day and build your way up. The same way you do in the gym. That's what I do. That's what I'm going to continue doing. All right, gentlemen, enough of my TED Talks. I'm out. Thank you for joining me. Peace.